Hey guys, today I'll be showing you how to start a KingAir C90B. Pretty simple, takes practice. Here we are, the aircraft. It's the aircraft you'll be starting today. It's a two-prop airplane. No, two engine props. The first thing you want to do before starting is turn on the battery. The battery here. Right here. Turn on the left and right generators. Then turn on the ionics. Here, if you want the yoke to show, usually by default it doesn't. So you can press the little yoke here, and then your yoke will show here. But if you're people who don't have a joystick, you can use that to feel the realism, but you'll be using your mouse to fly. Turn on the inverter, then turn on the auto ignite. You don't want to start the engine yet. Turn on arm the auto feather, which is right down here. Right here. Turn on the anti-ice if you're in a cold temperature. Then from there, you want to turn on the lights, the beacon, and the strobe, the navigation, taxi, and landing if you prefer. Then ice protection, of course. Heat for the pilot. Left and right surf de-ice. Just right down here. Right there. From there you should be getting this. Everything should be on like that. From here you have these brightness controls here. I'm going to turn them in all the way to bright. Like the panel and the side lights. By default it'll go to almost bright, but I put it brighter. And of course it'll show this little note here. Don't operate on dry glass, windshield wipers off. If you're in the rain or something and you're parked, that's okay. You can turn it on, but don't do it. It's dry like that. Okay, once I got that, don't turn on the standby pump. You don't want to do that. Okay, you got everything on. I'm just gonna put on the yoke, From here, make sure your fuel's not cut off, which will be shown here. So make sure everything is high. Just got that. Fuel's not cut off. Put your flaps down at least to take off. Oh, it doesn't show you. That's very bizarre. I would guess put it down to maybe like flaps. At least. For some reason, by default, this thing cannot go in reverse. Only it can go a little. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. So you have to toggle the reverse button, but sometimes it messes up. So when you click reverse right in midair, it's going to start slowing down and you'll start to stall. So you want to make sure you take control of that and make sure it doesn't. Alright, so we got that. Everything's set, all your navigation systems are on. Now, what you want to do is so you're not confused while flying, you want to click on these buttons, the master warning and the master caution. So those can go off. Now you got, right here you see your warning signs. Auto ignite, generator, which is the left engines, and the oil press is the left and right engines. So got that, pretty much set, we're ready to rock and roll. So usually you would hear the sound in the background, but if you're playing music like I am, then you won't really know. So I'm gonna shut off the music right now. Alright, now we could start the the engine. You'll start seeing that turning on. Do the same thing for the right engine. And there you go. Now you're all set, ready to go. This one, for some reason, I am not sure. Hold on, let me make sure that this is set in reverse. Hold on real quick. Alright, so when you hit the brake, your plane will automatically start going. If we don't want that to happen, usually there's this technique here on the engine where you can put it to feather so it doesn't go too fast. So it's like in a taxi type-ish way. So it doesn't go too fast. There you go. Now your engines are just running. So if you hit brake, it won't go. So you can control, which is basically by taxi. So that's going in reverse. So for some reason it's going backwards. And there you go. So for some reason by default it does that. It's kind of annoying because you're like going fast on the taxiway. But yeah. I'm gonna cut off the engine. And if you want your engine, when you cut off your engine, if you want it to cut off faster, just put the throttle to full speed and then it's gonna cut it off. So, yeah. And there you have it. This baby started it. You shut off the engine, whatever you want to do, and you're pretty much set. Thanks for watching. Like me.